Welcome Transformers fans, my name is Composite EnerJoe and today we bring you my review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe class, Bulkhead. And here he is in his vehicle mode, which is, from what I could find, this is just referred to as an armored truck mode. And it's not really based on anything. And honestly, I couldn't think of what this could be based on, outside of just a generic truck. I don't know, if I were to take a guess, it's like maybe a futuristic Avalanche? Escalade? Maybe? But that's just I'm just guessing. I couldn't figure out what this was initially based on. However, I will say that this does remind me of the, what was it called? The Thrilling 30 Voyager class Roadbuster. This reminds me a lot of that vehicle mode, which is pretty interesting. It looks like it's just a slightly altered version of that one, well, taller version of that one. And yeah, it's got nice big old wheels with some pretty textured treads there. So this can go off-roading, in theory, and can roll quite nicely. So yeah, this is just a, this vehicle mode is just a heavily, a modified, armored up, with extra spikes in the front, armored truck. And that's what this is. And that's pretty much it. It looked kind of nice. Not too bad. I don't like that the hands are just right there visible. It is very unfortunate that the hands are visible in his vehicle mode. Not just from the bottom, that doesn't matter, but from the side, you can see it. That's my one complaint with the vehicle mode. Other than that, it's a really nice, sweet little truck. And he does come with one accessory, which is this thing. It's referred to as the Dragon Grinder. As you can tell, there's like a little picture, there's a face of a dragon there. And if you push this switch, if you push this in, it causes the this thing to spin, the grinder. I don't know why they called it the Dragon Grinder. I like the name, but this is clearly a buzz saw or a circular saw, and you can just peg this in any of his 3 ports, there, or there. I like to put it on the top so that it has the face like that. It doesn't look half bad. You can't really use it, but there it is, and not bad. And I like it. It's a neat little weapon. I think I would have preferred if he had maybe a version of his wrecking ball that he always has, but yeah, I'll take a circular saw. That's still a tool. So, let's get on with transformation. And transforming this guy is, if I remember correctly, is not too bad. First, you just pop up the doors. He can fly. Putting that aside, pop open the doors. You come over here and fold out what will eventually be his legs. Separate this. Fold out, and then for the feet, you fold these parts out. Now we get the feet. There we go. Came up a bit. The feet. For the arms, you just sort of pull them out, like so. Then for this part, you bring this assembly down. Well, this is the most complicated part is this, which isn't too much. Take this piece out, flip it out like that. Fold this down and bring that in, and then you have this, and this will eventually become his chest. And for this part, you gotta come in here and take this part off, fold this in, then bring this down so that it tabs into there. The wheels, they can move a bit, so you fold them in, then bring this down. The arms, just adjust them to your liking. Fold out the little bit of the arms that can be folded out. There's the head. Then for this part, take this piece, pull out and angle up. And then if you want, you can push it back in if you'd like, but I like leaving it out. And same thing, push it out, angle it, and then have it sit on his head. It basically kind of adds like a shell on top of him. And I read somewhere that this version of Bulkhead kind of resembles a Ninja Turtle, and I kind of see it. One other thing you can do is either have this overlap, so it completes the shell look. And there we go. That's his transformation. See? Not too bad. You could have the wings be more out, but I like having it like this to have it be more of a shell. So yeah, this is a really armored up Bulkhead. And I really like this piece, because it kind of reminds me of medieval armor, and I guess that's what they were going for. And check out that head sculpt. It's not bad. It's not exactly show accurate, like the majority of these Beast Hunters figures aren't, like, really show accurate. But that's a nice, you can tell that is Bulkhead, but like with like a new helmet or something. I like the visor too, and the little horns. And he does have light piping, like he does have it. But you'll never see it because this thing blocks the actual place where the light's supposed to go through. And while I have this, I might as well say that his head is on a ball joint. But once again, because of this whole shell assembly, you can't really reach it. Yeah. This figure, it's not bad. Pretty cool looking robot mode. And let's see. Oh, and I didn't mention it. Yeah, this is an original mold. Since this, I believe, in the Prime line with Prime Bulkhead, this is his first and only? Yeah, and I think only deluxe version of Bulkhead that exists as of right now. There we go. Yep. And if you get his weapon, might be jumping the gun here. You can have his weapon, either he can hold it in his hand, like so, for drilling, or you can plug it on his forearm, like that. More buzzsawing. Not too bad. And for storage, if you really want, you can have it plug it there or on the door wings. So not too bad. Not too bad. So for articulation, might as well go into that now. Oh yeah, I already said this is an original mold. This isn't based off of anything, because the previous versions of Bulkhead were either in the Voyager class, and I believe in the Cyber First class, like in the Commander and Legion? Was there a Legion? I think there might have been a Legion Bulkhead, but I don't remember now. Yeah, so for articulation, arms are on ball joints, but this entire back, this entire shell, will limit his movement, to his articulation a little bit from going back. Forwards, no problem, but you can't really have him move back. You can rotate, there's rotation at the elbow. This arm can do this. There's like a hinge here. And an elbow and a little bit of in and out on the wrist. So, and that's pretty much it for the arms. Legs are also on ball joints at the, right here, at the thighs. Rotation at the thighs. And a really good knee. Plus, he can do a very nice kick. And ball joints do what ball joints do. So, I haven't seen that in a while. And that's pretty much it. You just have him holding his weapon. Or tool. This could be argued that it's a tool. The dragon grinder. And yeah, that's Bulkhead. And it's not bad. It's a really good figure. I think I recommend more, well, yeah, I recommend it. It's a really cool design. I like that, unlike the other ones, unlike the other members, instead of looking more like an animal, this Bulkhead looks more like a knight, and I actually really like that. Wheeljack kind of resembled more of a bird with the spikes. It looked more like an animal with all the spikes. But, oh, I guess one other tiny detail is that I would have liked, funny enough, like, Thrilling 30 Roadbuster, that these back wheels could, like, fold in. Kind of like how these can fold in a little bit. But, yeah, I like that they actually did give him a little bit of a knight aesthetic with this piece and the helmet. It's really neat. So, you know, knights slaying dragons and whatnot. Because that's what the Predacons were. They were basically ancient Cybertronian dragons. And yeah. Overall, it's a pretty nice figure. It has the articulation, but unfortunately because of this massive shell, he's a bit limited. But other than that, if you can get past the shell, because I kind of like it because his name is Bulkhead, so he has to have the girth and the bulk. And this sort of shows it. And I like it. I like the big shell over his back and head. I don't mind it. Some people might be bothered by it, and I can understand why. And yeah, it's a pretty nice, solid little figure. He's got the articulation. The weapon's okay, nothing too special. I would have preferred his wrecking ball, but it's not bad. And yeah, what else can I really say? Oh, also this figure, and for some reason I've been doing this lately. I've been getting pretty lucky with these. That this mold was not reused or repainted in any way. This specific mold is exclusive to this character. And there's not even, and I even was surprised, there's not even a Japanese counterpart or anything. No, this is an exclusive version of Bulkhead. Beast Hunter's Bulkhead, this is the only version of him. This mold was never reused or repainted in any other figure. And that's kind of neat. And once again, it gives more reason to actually get this figure. For you, for any completionists out there. Just have him be in a pose. And yeah. Yeah, let me see if I can get him to a flex. There we go. He's got articulation and he's got strong knees and big feet, so you can pose him. You can get some pretty dynamic poses. Although I think his knees might be a bit too stiff. I wouldn't mind if they were like a tiny bit looser. Yeah, but I guess better, stiffer better than looser. So, yeah. As I have really nothing else to say. It's a pretty good figure, nice, solid, and unique to this character. This mold is also very unique, so that's one other reason to get him. So yeah, let's see. Good. The transformation is pretty simple. I don't mind simple. I don't mind too simple, but it was okay. Whatchamacallit. Vehicle mode's pretty cool, and robot mode's not bad. Like I said, shell could be a turnoff for most people, but it's not too bad. I think I also would have liked if his arms could also rotate. It bugs me that the rotation is up here instead of at the elbow, or at least at the wrist. That is also another negative I have to against this figure that I have. That's another problem I have with the figure. But overall, it's a nice, solid figure. So I like it. Recommend him. It's a nice figure. You can't really go wrong with him. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Bulkhead. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.